Pastor Roger Patterson with Vision for Life Radio, where faith and sports collide.
A little soft toss here. Just put it right across the plate for you. Tell these guys if they don't yet have a relationship with Jesus Christ, how they can have a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, I think the foundation of any relationship, well, for sure, the foundation with a relationship with Jesus, it starts with an acknowledgement of your current condition. Like, you know, people that are, like Jesus said, it's not the healthy people that need a doctor, it's sick people. And I think one of the things it's hard as human beings, but maybe even particularly as guys, is to admit fault. Like, we are recognizing the spiritual condition that we're in. And it's not because, you know, you didn't go out and commit a sin and that's what made you're in that condition. We're born that way, and we're born in rebellion against God. And so, you know, one of the things that Christianity offers when Jesus says, like, you know, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for my yoke is not burdensome, like learning from God and taking that relational step with Jesus. It's difficult for guys a lot of times because you have to admit weakness. Like, you have to admit that I don't have it all figured out, and I'm not the strongest, and I'm not, you know, in fact, if left to my own devices, like, I'm unworthy to be in God's presence. And we sacrifice peace. A lot of people sacrifice peace because they try to find that satisfaction and they try to find that happiness in other things other than God. Like, they try to find it in accomplishment, or they try to find it in making a lot of money, or sex, or, you know, drugs and alcohol. There's all kind of things that we use to medicate ourselves when, you know, the healing is found in admitting that we're fallen, you know, that we fall short of God's standard of perfection, admitting that we need a Savior, admitting that we're sick, and then going and getting our heart looked at by the great physician, by Jesus. And so if you're in a place where you've tried all those other things and you found them to be wanting, and you found little satisfaction and little peace in life, it's because you're barking up the wrong tree. And if you know, like Jesus says, if you're willing to come to me and admit weakness, admit the need for a Savior, then He steps in and transforms your life. And so, you know, I know that's maybe a long-winded, complicated answer, but it's as simple as saying, God, you know, I need you. I know that apart from you, I can do nothing. Apart from you, I can't find peace. I will not find true, lasting fulfillment or satisfaction. I need you as my Savior. And it's just like the prodigal son. No matter what you've done, no matter what you think you've done that may keep you from that or have separated you from God, God's like, no chance. I mean, just turn to me, and I'll come running to you, and I will fill all of your needs. So that to me is the beauty of Christianity. It's the only religion in the world where God comes to man. All other religions of the world, man has to work his way to God, has to, you know, clean his act up, has to get right, and then can approach God. Christianity is the only one that recognizes the fact that men can't do that. Like, you can't clean yourself up. So I'm going to come to you and rescue you. And that's the beauty of the gospel. So, and that's great news for us, because left to us, we'll jack it up. But God says, you know what? I'm going to do it for you. And so that's, you know, those are layman's terms, obviously, and I'm sure you'll clean that up a little bit from a pastor's perspective.
No, brother, you get it. You get it.